Hello traders, welcome back to one of my live trading videos. Today we're going to be taking a look at EURUSD. I see a setup that I'd like. Let's go ahead and get into it right now. So here on EURUSD, looking at the 1 hour time frame, what I notice here with this chart is that price is pretty choppy on this currency pair currently. What I'm going to try and do is take advantage of that potentially continuation of that choppy market environment by looking to take some sell trades here at a significant level of resistance. Now, what I want to point out here is that let's kind of identify our range. Now, if we identify that this is our top, right? This is our recent level of resistance, right? Gonna go ahead and make that light pink. What we can see here is that this structural level here, here, and here has held nicely as a sell zone for people looking to sell in this market, right? So now similarly, we also have a channel in the sense that we have down here, here is a relative buy zone. Okay, so down here we have people stepping in and buying into this market. Let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit more here so we can see the concept. So again, sellers up in this area, buyers down in this area. You can see the price action overall has been pretty nice in this region in terms of a choppy market environment. Now, some people don't like to trade choppy environments. I personally do if the market gives me some opportunities that I like. Now, what I'm going to do here is I like the idea of just trying to trade into this level of resistance, meaning I'll set some sort of sell limit to kind of get into this trade, and I'll set some sort of take profit as well as a stop loss here on this trade, and we'll see how it plays out overall. Now, although this is on the 1 hour time frame, this might be a longer term trade if we target down here, just because price might take some time to make its way down there. So looking at EURUSD, let's go ahead and take a trade here. I'm gonna go to a new order here, and what I'll do, let's see if I want to set a pending order. I'm going to set the standard 0.40 lots, and we'll just set it at a sell limit here. Let's go ahead and put it, what's the price there? Let's just say 1 point, we'll adjust it in just a second. So let's put our sell limit right here at that structure point. Right? So here is where we would look to potentially get into the trade. Let's also take a look here quickly and set our target. So our target is going to go first. Let's set our target. I'll go ahead and just make it so I can drag it. Right, so I'll put my target there, and I'm going to target down towards the bottom of this structure here, just above that level of support. Now, why is that? Well, sometimes price will come just kind of close to a support before turning back if there's severe demand there. So I don't want to miss out that opportunity. So just kind of barely putting that take profit just above that level of support. Now, similarly, I want to use a stop loss. I'm going to shoot for some sort of range of about 2 to 1. So let's make that right around this structural point. Now, the reason I'm not calculating it perfectly is because I really just want to get a feel for structure in the market to kind of use where my stop loss is going to be. So if I look here, you can see that structural points here are, of course, potential opportunities that we don't want to get, wicked out of on the stop loss. So I'm going to put my trade just slightly above. I think I get away with right around this area. So I'm going to go ahead and modify my stop loss there. And we are good to go there on the trade. Now we'll see if we can get filled here. If price can make a move just up into this region of a sell zone, I think we have a good chance of seeing price start to potentially roll over here and to come back into this choppy market environment. Generally, guys, when you have market environments where price is choppy, where it's going back and forth, you're going to see that continuation of that choppy market until it breaks out. Now, of course, it could break out, right? It could just break to the upside and continue going. But in my opinion, we set up this level here where we have strong resistance at these zones, right? So if price comes into this level, I think that there's a good chance that we see this market actually roll over and make a movement to the downside. Now, if I'm wrong, we just take the stop loss and we move on to another trade opportunity, right? So if price comes up and we stop out of the trade, then that means that this range ultimately was nullified and that no longer is valid. But for the time being, there's a good chance that we see that range continue to play out and we see that continued choppy environment. And so if price can go up into this level, I'm looking for a sell trade to potentially see if I can profit there. Guys, I'll keep you updated on the trade. Let's see where we get to. A little update on EURUSD, price turning around real nicely here. At our zone, you can see price came up, got us just into the trade, and currently floating, what's that, about 13 or 15 pips at one point, around 16 pips in profit. So not bad at all. Pretty happy with the trade so far. We'll see if we can get some continuation or if price is going to make a movement back up. May come back to retest, guys. Again, when you're working in a choppy market environment, it's pretty expected that you're going to have choppy movements. So looking here at Euro USD, we could see some interesting stuff. Now, one little thing I wanted to add on here is I see a little bit of a trend line here. I know that's not perfect, but we're going to potentially have to see what price does when it gets down into this range. Just getting my sketch pad out, you can see that this level of structure may act as some sort of support level here. So we may see a minor bounce off of that structure, but if not, we may see price continue to go lower. Gonna have to see what the trade decides. Just saying that this may be a little bit of a barrier here for sellers, and we'll see how sellers react at this level. Price currently coming into that level of support right now. One thing to add also I wanted to point out is that we have a minor level of support here. We'll see if price can just break through this level. We are seeing some pretty strong down movements, but again, coming into this level of potential support as well as that supportive trend line, we'll see how price reacts here as sellers step into this market. And there we go. See, price is bouncing a little bit here. Going to be interesting to see if we can get kind of a confirmed bounce. We may even come back to test this level of resistance. That's not out of the question either. A lot of times markets want to retest levels that they have recently left. So we'll see what we get here on Euro USD and let the trade play out a little bit from here. And look at that, traders, we hit our take profit there. Price did break through that structural level of support. You can see price did try for a little bit to get up and kind of bounce from there, but we did overall, sellers kind of took over and traded back down to the bottom of this range. We made about $148 on this trade, so not bad at all. Pretty excited about this trade. Very, very happy with how it turned out. Again, trading the zone here, the congestion in this price action was a pretty high probability setup. And you can see when price did come up to our level of resistance here in this market that was sideways trading, right? That just gave us a pretty high probability of seeing sell side action on this market, right? And so now same concept down here. Technically we could probably take another trade. There probably was a decent trade to already be set up, and you can see price already shooting up from that same kind of premise on the buy side on the bottom of this channel. I'm not currently in this trade. Like I said, I just got back from lunch, so not in the trade, but just an idea there. So overall, we'll see how that plays out. But guys, this was a great little trade here. I hope you got something out of this video. I've got more videos on my trading live. I'll pop it up on the screen right now. You can click into this playlist and watch some more of my live trading. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you got something out of it, and we'll catch you next time.